Do you love silly stories for kids? Why not consider joining our family? You can even get a very special message from one of your favourite silly stories for kids characters. Head over to the website to find out more. It's your support that helps us to continue to make exciting stories and more crazy content.
Did somebody say crazy?
Oh, Pimpin, no.
One day, all the kids at Birch Memorial Kinder were waiting outside their classroom. For some reason today, their teacher hadn't rocked up. "Where do you think she is?" said Savannah. "I don't know," said Arthur. "She could be anywhere." I hope she's not sick," said Layla. Just then, as the kids were waiting, a little purple fuzzy creature started walking towards the door.
Hello, kinder kids. It is me, the Pim Pim. Your teacher said that she could not come into class today, so she has sent me to go look after you. So I have the keys, and here, I will unlock the kinder. Okay.
Pim Pim put the keys in the door and started to unlock. Said Ayla and Sierra. "I don't think Pim Pim should really be leading a kinder." "Well," said Grace, "I don't think we have any other option." All the kids started following Pim Pim into the kinder class. They all sat down on the carpet, and Pim Pim stood at the front.
Now, I know that you have done normal kinder before, but this is going to be a little bit different. You may have done the boring things that normal kinders do, but when Pim Pim is here, kinder is actually lots of fun. So first thing that we're going to do is we're going to play a game.
"What game is that?" said Taya.
Well, what do you like?
He said. Said Taya, "I really like horses."
Well, let's do horsey riding.
"What?" said Taya. "How are we going to do horse riding? We're inside a kinder."
Oh, nothing is too impossible for the Pim Pim.
Pim Pim went racing off into the toys at the kinder, and he pulled out a few horses.
Here you go, jump on, little girl.
"Pim Pim," said Taya, "that is a toy."
"Oh, it may be a toy right now, but not for long."
Pim Pim clicked his fingers. The toy horse turned into a full-size horse.
"Jump on, little girl."
"You're kidding," said Taya. She jumped on the horse and was galloping around the classroom.
"Hey, you can't let kids ride horses inside." "Hey, Teddywinkle, what are you doing here?"
"Who's he?" said Hudson.
"Well, that is the Teddywinkle. He is a bit of a naughty teddy bear." "I am not naughty, I am cheeky." Same thing," said Pim Pim.
"Well," said Isabella, "what's he doing here?"
"I don't know," said Pim Pim. "What are you doing here, Teddywinkle?" "Well, I heard that you were looking after a kinder, and I thought we can't leave Pim Pim alone with kinder kids. Something bad will happen, so I've come to help." "Oh, well, thank you, I guess." "What are you doing at the moment?" "Well, we are playing some games. Taya has asked for a horse. Is there anybody else who likes something interesting?"
"Well," said Harrison, "I really like dinosaurs."
"Oh, I like dinosaurs too," said Pim Pim.
He went racing off to the toys and pulled out a toy dinosaur. It was a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Pim Pim, I'm not sure that that's the best."
"Okay, watching this, everybody."
And Pim Pim clicked his fingers, and the Tyrannosaurus Rex toy started getting bigger and bigger and bigger. All the kids were looking at it, terrified as it got larger and larger.
"Uh-oh," said Pim Pim. "That may not have been the best."
"Run, kids!" yelled Teddywinkle. "Why is everybody running?" said the Tyrannosaurus Rex. All the kids stopped and looked up. Hello," said Harrison. Who are you?" "My name's Terry, the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Do you guys want to play?" "Oh," said Harrison. "I would love to play a game with a T-Rex. What game are we going to play?" As he said the word game, all of a sudden a big beam of light exploded in front of them. And as the light disappeared, there was a green man standing in the middle.
"Did somebody say game?"
said the green-looking alien. "Who are you?" said Grace.
"My name is Beepo,"
said Beepo.
"I only learned about games the other day, and I heard you kids say game. Can I please play?"
I don't see why not," said Bo. The kids decided that they would play a game. "Well, what game can we play?"
I know a really good game,"
said Pim Pim.
"What's that game?"
said Teddywinkle.
"It's called Pim Pim is the Best.
How do you play Pim Pim's the best? Said Jack.
Well, what you do is you all give the reasons why Pim Pim is the best, and then I judge you on a scale of 1 to infinity.
What? Said Teddywinkle.
That sounds like a terrible game. No, it's a good game. Okay, you go first, Teddywinkle. I think Pim Pim's the best because he's not the best. You're not the best. I'm the best. No, you are not the best. I am the best, said Pim Pim.
With this, Pim Pim and Teddywinkle started to tackle each other and roll across the ground. I don't think kinder teachers are meant to do this, said Charlie. But maybe while they're distracted, let's sneak outside. Yeah, said the kids. So while Teddywinkle and Pim Pim were arguing, the kids all snuck outside. Let's have a play on the playground, they thought. Yeah, good idea.
Oh, I have seen playgrounds before. Where is the flying button?
Said Beepo. What do you mean the flying button? Playgrounds can't fly, said Isabella.
Oh, yes they can, said Beepo. I have had a playground land on my home, the moon.
The moon, said Jasper. How did they get a playground to the moon?
You just need to find the flying button, said Beepo. Let's look.
All the kids started climbing all over the playground looking for all kinds of things. Nothing here, said Jessie. I can't see anything. Well, said Aurora, I can't see any buttons anywhere. I feel like we've searched this entire playground. Well, said Aiden, looking at this playground, I don't think that it is physically designed for rocket flight. See, the thrust of this section here seems to be completely inconducive with flight. And that, on top, that is a pitiful excuse for a nose cone. Well, said Juliet, maybe we could just pretend it's a rocket. As the kids were searching all over the playground and pretending to play rocket ships, Spencer and Lockie were looking for a button in the garden just next to the playground. Hey, said Spencer, we found something. Yeah, said Lockie, there's a fuzzy little orange thing in the ground here. He reached down, and as he went to touch it, Ayla and Sierra called, No! Don't touch that! But it was too late. Spencer and Lockie both put their hands on top of the fuzzy orange thing. Fuzz! A little man popped out of the ground.
I'm Fizzy Whistler!
Not Fizzy Whistler, said Sierra. What's a Fizzy Whistler, said Arthur. Well, they... Fizzy Whistler zoomed off inside the classroom where Teddywinkle and Pim Pim were still arguing. I guess we just go see, said the girls. So all the kids walked back into the classroom to have a look. And inside was the most ridiculous sight they had ever seen. There was a Tyrannosaurus Rex getting spun around in the air by a fuzzy little orange creature. Pim Pim and Teddywinkle were rolling around on the mat, but the mat was flying in the air. All the toys were sprayed all over the room, and everything was everywhere. Oh dear, said Ayla and Sierra. How did you know about Fizzy Whistler, said Savannah. Well, he appeared at our house the other day and destroyed everything. How did you fix it, said Grace. Well, said Ayla, we had to find his brother, Wizzy Fizzler. He's blue. Oh, okay, said the kids. Let's go look. So all the kids went back outside and started looking for a fuzzy blue thing in the garden. They searched high and they searched low. They went over to the cubby house, and as they were looking at the cubby house, Charlotte saw something. Hey, I found a button. What do you mean you found a button, said Hudson. There's a button on the side of this cubby house. All the kids came over to have a look. I wonder what it does, said Bo. Well, judging by everything that's happened so far, said Charlotte, I don't think that we should press it. That's a good idea, agreed all the kids. Beep! Who pressed the button? They looked around, and Charlie had a very cheeky smile on his face. I couldn't help myself, he said. And as he pressed the button, all of a sudden the cubby house started to transform. It stood up and grew legs, and arms came out the side.
I am Cubbybot 7000. Welcome to the Cubby Party, he said.
And the cubby house started to dance and jump around.
It's time to jump. It's time to jump,
said the cubby house. The kids loved it. The music was playing and they all decided to dance along with the cubby house. They wiggled and they jiggled and they danced and they pranced all around the playground. It was so much fun. They loved it so much. I've got an idea, said Taya, still riding her horse around the outside of the playground. I would think we should go inside and do some painting. Good idea, said Isabella. Yeah, said Jasper, let's go. They all went inside and found the paint. By this stage, Pim Pim and Teddywinkle had stopped arguing. Fizzy Whizzler had zoomed off outside and was causing trouble somewhere else. There were things everywhere around the entire kinder class. They all found some paper and found some paint that had been splattered all over the floor. They picked up paintbrushes and started to draw. "Hey, my paintbrush looks a little bit different," said Jessie. "Hey, so does mine," said Jack. "All these paintbrushes look different," said Layla. Oh well. Well, let's do some painting." So they all started drawing all kinds of pictures. Horses and dinosaurs and robots and knights and princesses. And as they drew, something strange began to happen. "I am Queen Lucinda," said Juliet's drawing. Guys, my painting's talking to me."
I'm a dinosaur,
said Harrison's drawing. Just then, Josh started to understand what was happening. He thought. I wonder. He drew a motorbike with his paintbrush, and then he held his piece of paper up and shook it. The motorbike fell out of his painting. "Oh," he said. "I'm so excited." He jumped on the motorbike and started riding the motorbike around inside the classroom. "Josh, what are you doing?" called out Charlotte. "It's a motorbike. Whatever you draw, you can shake out of the paintings," he said. "Really?" they all said. "Really?" he said, as he did a wheelie and was doing donuts inside the classroom. "Okay," said Jessie. "I'm going to draw some lollies." He drew some lollies on his paper, held it up and shook it out, and the lollies came out too. "Me next," said Jack. He drew a brand new football and shook it out onto the ground. "Look, I put my initials on it and everything." He kicked it across to Bo. I wonder what I can draw," Bo thought. "Maybe I need a new teddy bear." He drew a teddy bear on his painting and held it up and shook it out. When the teddy bear came out, it said,
Hey, is that Teddywinkle over there?
"No," said Teddywinkle.
Who are you? I'm another naughty teddy bear. Hey, do you want to cause some trouble?
"Uh-oh," said Bo. "I didn't mean to cause more trouble."
Yeah, let's do it,
said Teddywinkle. So Teddywinkle went over, grabbed the hand of the other teddy bear, and they all started running around the classroom, dancing on the tables. What is going on? The kids drew all kinds of things. Aurora drew a magic wand. Grace drew a brand new tiara for her to wear. Hudson drew some extra sandwiches for lunch with his favourite filling. It wasn't actually a sandwich. It was fairy bread. Charlie drew a puppy that started running around the room. Layla drew some birds that were flying around as well. Josh drew some jumps for him to use on his motorbike. And all the kids were drawing all kinds of crazy things. The classroom was completely filled of ducks and rabbits and dogs and teddy bears and motorbikes and cars and lollies and ice cream and all kinds of things. Just then, their teacher arrived at the door. "Hey kids, I'm so sorry. I couldn't find my car keys anywhere. And when..." She looked around the room. What is going on here?
Okay, kids, this has been fun. Okay, thanks for having me. Bye,
said Pim Pim, and he ran and jumped through a window. It wasn't even open. Psh! He smashed the glass and ran away.
Yeah, better get going. See you later,
said Teddywinkle as he ran out the door as well. Fizzy Whizzler fizzed and whizzed straight past the teacher, flipping her hair in the air.
Fizzy Whizzler is out of here. Zoom!
He zoomed off. All the other kids were sitting there looking at their teacher. "Kids, what happened here?" "Well," said the kids, "I don't think you'd believe us, even if we told you." And that is the end of our story.
This story has been brought to you by the Silly Stories Kinder Company. The only kinder company that doesn't have a license or registration or a building or proper teachers. Yes, but it will be the most fun kinder the kinder kids have ever been to. Not Fizzy Whizzler! Yeah. In the meantime, just tell all your friends to come listen to Silly Stories for Kids. Yeah. Tell them to ask for Teddywinkle. And the Pim Pim. And Fizzy Whizzler! Fizzy Whizzler!